Sugar Ray.
This bout is skip.
Lots of hype as they will. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Those counter punches have to hurt. No rest for the weary. A nice breeze in the air, Johnny. This has to feel a little foreign to these two fighters who are so used to fighting indoors.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. Half prepared for this, these fighters. This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Miss with that jab. That counter shot lands. Hold it right there. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robin.
He switched off. What are you doing?
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Jab does not score. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
And Sugar Ray is rocked. Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Let's talk about lip. There's the bell to start round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Missing with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. And he scores with the counter. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And there's the bell for round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They both want the knockout. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Do you believe this? A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Couldn't land that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson. And there's the bell to start round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he just missed with that left jab. His stamina is off the charts. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. How did they not go down?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. Here comes round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. That left hook missed. Beautiful counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robbins. And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And Sugar is in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The straight right just misses. Sugar Ray is down. A big headshot, and he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Let's talk about Robinson. And there's the bell to start round 9. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Look back in the history book. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Missing with that right hook. Catch and shoot. That hook was off target. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robin.
He switched up completely.
And there's the bell to start round 10. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The straight right just misses. They threw the hook. It didn't land. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Misses with the jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And that jab just missed with the left hand. His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson.
Come on, switch on.
This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Incredible work rate. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's like a game of joust. They both... Did you see that? Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. He somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robin.
What are you doing? Come on.
There's the bell for round 12. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches, holding nothing back here in the round. straight right just misses. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robin.
That's it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The straight right just misses. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout